I would honestly be shocked if anyone other than Tyler Van Dyke starts on Saturday against Florida State. What's going on, Canes fans? Once again, another video talking about the quarterback situation, and it's because it's still the hot topic. Everyone is trying to figure out who is going to start against Florida State. Is it going to be Tyler Van Dyke, Emory Williams, Ja'Carri Brown? And I just want to come out and say that I would be very surprised if it's not Tyler Van Dyke. Now, hear me out for a second. I want to explain my reasoning, and then I want to see what you guys think. Let me know if you think that this is a wrong opinion or if I've got it just completely twisted here. I need to preface this by saying that this is assuming that Tyler Van Dyke can play. This is assuming that he's healthy enough to try out there on the field. He's looked the part at practice this week. He is able to play. I'm not talking about what his stats say. I'm not talking about the interceptions, reading defenses, none of that stuff. Let's assume Tyler Van Dyke is capable of playing on Saturday. If he is, I do believe that Mario Cristobal will start him in this game. I don't know if he finishes the game. I don't know if he's going to be on some sort of leash. I know Miami fans would like to think so. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I do think that Mario Cristobal starts Tyler Van Dyke in this game. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because most Miami fans are assuming that won't be the case. It's impossible that TVD would start Coop. Look at the numbers. It has to be Emory or Ja'Carri, right? Let me explain my reasoning here. Looking at it from Mario Cristobal's point of view, I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with this decision. As I said, I'm providing so many disclaimers here. I could be completely wrong. And come back to this video and tell me, Coop, you were wrong. It was Emory. Coop, it was Ja'Carri. I tried to tell you. Here's why I think he starts Tyler Van Dyke. If you bench Tyler Van Dyke for what is probably the biggest game of the season, we're talking about the Miami versus Florida State rivalry game. And, you know, Florida State in the college football playoff rankings right now is number 4. And it's at Doak Campbell Stadium in a hostile environment. If Mario decides to bench Tyler Van Dyke this week for that game, there's no going back after that. I don't think that you can bench Tyler Van Dyke for what's the biggest game of the season at this point, ride the freshman, and then turn around for the lesser games. Now, Louisville's still a pretty big game, but the lesser games when compared to this one, and then say, you know what, Tyler, we want you back in for these. I just don't think that that is the approach that Mario is going to take. Like I said, set aside if we agree or disagree with it. I'm trying to look at this thing with a realistic approach and how I think that Mario would go for it. Now, I don't have any inside info on this. They're keeping this very, close to the chest, not talking about it. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is I don't think Mario Cristobal is quite ready to give up on Tyler Van Dyke yet. I believe that if he does bench him, Tyler Van Dyke transfers, because I don't think that you can go back with him after that. Basically, what I'm saying is there's no going back if you sit him for this particular game. I believe that the quarterback situation still was mismanaged overall. I think that once Tyler Van Dyke did get injured and was hurt, at that point you needed to go ahead and sit him and let him heal up, because I think that that played a part in hurting his confidence. And we all know that, when Tyler has faced some adversity, he's not been the best at overcoming it. I still believe that his downfall so far, the biggest contributing factors is him playing hurt. And then because of that, he made some mistakes that maybe he wouldn't typically make. That in turn hurt his confidence. And he already struggled with, his mental game from last year. And I think that it just broke him again this season. And that's what we're seeing. And, I think that Mario has seen what Tyler is capable of at times. And I think that he's not ready to let that go for a freshman and a dual threat quarterback who I still believe, this is not hate, y'all. I still believe Ja'Carri might transfer after the season. I know that he requested a red shirt, and that's what everyone has said, but it's possible that he's requested a red shirt so he can then transfer at the end of the season. I'm not saying I want that to happen. None of this is what I'm saying I want to happen. I've not said what I want to happen with the quarterback situation in this video. I'm strictly saying this is what I believe Mario will do. And you have to look at the future, right? So next year, right now, the quarterback that we have is Judd. And Judd is like, this guy loves Miami, right? He's actively recruiting for us on social media all the time. Love that guy. But if it comes down to it there, and you're looking ahead, that means that you would have Emory, Judd. Let's assume Jakari does transfer. And then if Tyler also transfers, then you have to look for do you go get a transfer portal quarterback who comes in and then you let Emory learn for one more year? Do you just throw Emory in and you're all in on him? I don't know. And that's why I know it's such a tough situation to be in when it comes to this quarterback position, because us as fans, our job isn't on the line. Look, I'm not making excuses for Mario Cristobal or Tyler Van Dyke. So many people are going to get this video twisted. You're going to take it the wrong way. It's not quite as easy as just saying, just throw this guy in. Screw it. Let's just throw this guy in and see what happens. It doesn't necessarily work like that. It's not quite that easy. Again, from a fan perspective, sure, we're just the fans. We're not the ones playing in the games. We're not the ones getting paid to coach. Our jobs aren't on the line when it comes to making big-time decisions like this. Now, these guys are getting paid the big bucks, so we're hoping that they can make the best decision, put this team in the best position to win games. But I just have this feeling that Mario Cristobal is not ready to give up on Tyler Van Dyke just yet. And if you sit him for this game, that means his career at the University of Miami is finished. It's done. That wouldn't be the case if you benched him previously against a lesser opponent and wanted to give him time to heal. Or you benched him because, hey, your performance is bad. After you throw that second, third interception, on the bench and next man up. There are a lot of other head coaches that would have already done that. But now at this point, this is what you have to understand. Against Florida State, that's the important part. You bench him in the biggest game of the year? You are telling him, I'm done with you. And at that point, does he have any reason to stay? I think at that point, he would need a reset. He would need some new scenery, a breath of fresh air. And even though that would give him yet another offensive coordinator, this is like unheard of, right? That would mean it would be his, fourth offensive coordinator in his college football career? It would be too tough for him to win the fans back. I do believe that he would lose out in the offseason most likely. Unless, again, this is a situation where Tyler is lights out at practice. I don't know. Maybe it's just once he's under the lights, once he's in a game, he just panics. Maybe that's what it is. Because, again, us fans, we don't see practice. And maybe that's why the coaches keep trotting him out there, because at practice, he looks good. Now, at some point, you got to figure out, hey, 1 + 1 is 2. Maybe this guy continues to look good at practice, but he sucks it up under the lights in the games. I don't know. All I'm saying is, and the entire point of this video is me just saying that I believe Tyler Van Dyke starts on Saturday, and I'll be very surprised if it's not him. I don't know, again, that he finishes the game, because if he starts racking up interceptions, at that point, you go desperation mode, and you just have to throw somebody else out there to try to provide a spark for the offense. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I don't know Mario Cristobal as well as I think I know him. And as I said, I don't really know what my opinion is, because I don't know which quarterback gives us the best chance to win the game. I have no idea. Throwing a freshman to the Wolves. Throwing Jakari out there, who hasn't played a game yet this year. Throw Tyler Van Dyke out there, who appears to be broken mentally and is an interception machine. Rush 3, drop 8. He's lost. I don't know. And it's frustrating because the quarterback position, at least at this moment, appears to be the weak link for us. Defense plays pretty well, keeps us in games. There are some playmakers on offense. Some of the blame also falls on Dawson. But I just don't know, man. I don't know. And you have to remember, kind of closing thoughts here right quick, that, you know, people are going to say, well, Coop, the Clemson game was big, and Mario marched Emory out there for that one. It's because he had to. Tyler literally was not capable of playing, which is why I said you have to remember I'm talking about a Tyler Van Dyke that can march out on the field at Doak and play on Saturday afternoon. He was forced to play Emory against Clemson. He didn't want to. Trust me, he didn't want to. He wanted to go with Tyler. I don't know. This isn't a bash fest. I'm not trashing anybody. All these guys are playing Power 5 football at the University of Miami. We want them all to succeed, and that's why it's such an internal struggle for me, because I want all of them to do well. I don't want any of these guys to do bad. There are fans out there that want Tyler to fail so that way he leaves and moves on. I don't want anybody to fail. I would rather him turn it around and be good. We've seen the flashes at times, but he can't maintain it. He's not consistent. I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think that I'm crazy for thinking that that's what Mario Cristobal is going to do. I'm not trying to turn it into a bash fest. Like I said, it's not about bashing Mario or Dawson or Tyler or any of that. I'm literally just stepping back, okay? Stepping back and trying to look at this situation as a whole. Trying to view it from Mario Cristobal's point of view and trying to think like he is going to think going into this game. Not me judging it as a fan. Being real with what I think is going to happen. And we'll find out on Saturday. We'll find out. But don't be shy and don't hold back. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family. But at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.